Hello, I'm Jonathan Milam with a Holton Collegiate from 1931. It amazes me when I hold a trumpet like this in my hands. And this trumpet is really a very good looking instrument. Couple of pings on it, and as was popular at the time, it's in satin silver. You can see perhaps the logo here. They have a polished silver area where they put the logo or hallmark. Holton Collegiate was not considered their top of the line horn, I think, but boy, they spared no expense on this. Gold wash in the bell, and then of course the satin silver throughout, polished silver at the logo. The valve buttons and the valve caps, tops and bottom, are also the polished silver. You notice when you look at this horn, perhaps, it's definitely a thinner wrap, makes it look longer, and actually it is because the lead pipe of the trumpet, the receiver area, does protrude a little further. The bell is quite small, maybe 4.5 inches, but definitely a unique wrap. Hard to get your fingers in here. I get 2 fingers above the third tuning slide and the main tuning slide. Just a really different wrap that they made at this time. They called this the pea-shooter style. And you know, it's famous for peeling paint on the back wall with a long bell, narrow, smaller circumference or diameter for the bell. You know, the projection they felt was great. What surprised me, and I just did a video on a Continental Clarion, which is actually probably older than this, maybe by 5 or 6, possibly 10 years. Same style, it's the pea-shooter. But what really surprised me about these horns was the warm tone that they have. I just expected a piercing blast, and I think you can do that. In fact, the horn would probably enjoy that. But the tone on this is very good. This one, unusually, the slides are a little bit stiff, but all the slides pull. No problem getting them to pull. They were a little stiff at first. I lubed them up very well. But remarkable condition. The bell looks pretty nice. A little ripples that I saw, but you cannot see that from my angle. Maybe the difference that the satin makes. Very pretty horn. Just such a pleasure to hold a piece of history like this in your hands. Okay, enough talk. Let's see if we can play the little puppy. That tone. I'm just surprised by that. All right, my third valve is being a little sticky on me. I lubed it up really good, cleaned it well last night. I probably should have oiled it this morning as well. Now, one thing on these they made, there's no adjustment on the third slide for immediate tuning. There's no ring to pull. So they made the slide a little longer than usual, so your D and your D flat or C sharp are a little bit easier with no immediate adjustment. But that means that your E flat and your A flat, anything that uses the third slide without the first and second, is probably going to be a little bit flat. So you're going to have to lip that up while you're lipping the other down. No immediate transition for the tuning. Okay, we'll give a C scale. All right, and we'll try and play just a little stanza on this to give you an idea of the tone. these pea shooters, it could be that they just project so clearly. But fun horns to play, and just such a pleasure to hold a piece of history like this. Again, it is a 31 Holton Collegiate. Holton horns do not carry the resale or the value on the market that Olds or Cons do. Don't overlook the Holton value. They were putting out a tremendous horn at that time. Thank you very much for your attention. Say hi with the comments if you'd like. Always a pleasure to spend a moment with you, and great horns from the past.